How do you read ear notches?
Most show pigs are individually identified using a universal system known as ear notching. Learning to read ear notches is a valuable tool, not only for identifying animals, but also because reading ear notches is a very common showmanship question. Ear notches may look complicated, but if you can add, reading ear notches is simple once you know what each ear represents and understand the 5 different areas of the ear that can be notched. Ear notches are given to each pig just as a name is given to a person. People receive a first name and a last name when they are born, and pigs receive a litter number and an individual number when they are born. The litter number is in one ear and the individual number is in the other. So, which ear is which? The first thing to know about reading ear notches is that the right ear represents the litter number. Think of it as the pig's last name. The left ear represents the individual number, and this is like the pig's first name. An easier way to remember which ear is which is that when looking at the pig, the ear to your left is the litter ear. To begin to understand what the notches mean, we need to split the ear into 4 quadrants. Imagine a line down the center of the ear from the top straight down to the bottom. Now imagine a second line midway through the ear straight across. Each quadrant may only have up to 2 notches in it. There may also be a notch in the very tip of the ear. Now that we can see the 4 quadrants of the ear and the tip, we need to understand the number a notch in this area represents. Start on the bottom quadrant nearest the pig's head with the number 1. From there, work around the ear towards the top and multiply by 3 for each quadrant. The first quadrant is worth 1, the second quadrant is worth 3, the next quadrant is worth 9, and the last quadrant, the top of the ear nearest the pig's head, is worth 27. Remember that the tip of the ear may also be notched, and if it is worth 81. Now, you must know how to put all of this together to read the ear notch. After you see the notches and know what each ear is worth, now all you have to do is add them up. For example, this gilt is looking at us, so her litter ear is on her left. There is 1 notch in the 27 quadrant, so her litter number is 27. In her other ear, she has 2 notches in the 1 quadrant. 1 plus 1 equals 2, so her individual number is 2. To properly state the ear notch, we would say litter number followed by the individual number, making this gilt 27-2. Reading ear notches may seem scary, but it doesn't have to be complicated. Follow these 5 steps to get it right every time. Know which ear is which. Litter is on your left when the pig is looking at you. Divide the ear into 4 quadrants. Know what the quadrants are worth. 1, 3, 9, 27, and the tip is 81. Add the value of the notches together for each ear. And finally, state the litter number followed by the individual number.
And that's how you read ear notches.
SureChamp. Prep to win.